Peeps!
Hey, Cinema Peeps!
I'm not tired, you're tired. Oh my god.
Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday, but Tuesday. Technically. Yeah. What day is it anymore? Who even knows?
I don't.
Nope. It's all a blur.
Well, it's May long weekend, but we had a lot of rain. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so those days just kind of
all blurred together, yeah.
Just like fucking mush.
Yep.
Fucking mush. And as usual, I don't know why people think they're like, we're gonna go camping. I'm like, I don't know where you think you are gonna go. This is Canada. I don't know where the fuck you think.
Yeah, or at least where you're gonna go where you think everything's gonna be smooth sailing.
Right.
I mean, you'll get the full-on, like, real experience camping for sure, but...
Right.
Like, facing the elements.
I think although my mom said there was a study done that, because a lot of people are like, oh, it snows a lot on May long, and it definitely does.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh, it's not as bad as you think it is. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Right? They're like, oh, well, it's actually been, like, not as shitty weather as we think we are, apparently statistically speaking. But I'm like,
I don't know.
It depends. I feel
where you live. I'm putting in a what do they call it? A petition to get rid of Groundhog Day and just make May long weekend the Groundhog Day, because I feel like February is too soon to tell when spring's gonna be, and I feel like May long weekend is like the cutoff point. Like, as soon as May long weekend happens, you're like, okay, we're good weather after this.
If you're lucky. I remember it snowed and rained in June.
Yeah, I did one time.
Anywho's pickle, that's not what our podcast is about. It's about us being silly. Sometimes talking about movies, mostly just talking about the DC TV universe, the Arrowverse, because that's all we do.
Right? My mom today, she's like, so do you guys just talk about the DC universe on your podcast? I'm like, well, yeah, but like, mostly when we don't have like other things to talk about, or if we haven't seen any other movies, we talk about life and stuff too, so... But, like, DC Universe, that's our strong suit. That's our expertise.
Your mom? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, speaking of which, because you had texted me last night being like, oh, can't wait to see what your thoughts on the episode are. And I was like, oh, I'm going to wait till Thursday. And you didn't even, like, put an emoji. You just, like, I can't even remember what you said, but, like, the way you wrote it, I could just see your face being like, and I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta watch it then. So for you, I put up with a really shitty PVR recording. Because once again, it just randomly stops, and then I have to back up.
I forgot you said that happens.
I don't know why. It's gotta be the channel itself, but...
It must be.
I'm too lazy to find if there's a different channel I can record on, because it just comes out on Netflix on Thursdays, so I'm just like, I'll wait till Thursdays, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I watched it!
And? What did you think?
Well, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Right? Oh my god.
That was and I mean, maybe I missed some stuff, because like I said, it would pause, the audio would glitch out, so I'd have to back up.
Yeah.
But, those are the only words I can say is,
I just, like, there were many groans and weird exchanges of glances between Zen and I when we watched it yesterday, like, just like the whole look of Nora. I'm like, why are we doing the whole emo goth, like, villain?
It's still in.
No, like,
it's still in. Also, how are we supposed to tell if she evil? Oh, she got black lipstick. Gotcha.
Yeah, she dyed her hair dark. She's got the black eyes and the black lipstick.
That's how you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, personally, I'm just glad that hopefully that's all done with now. Because that was just the weirdest acid trip fever dream few episodes of Flash I've ever seen. But I mean, hey, Frost is back hopefully, so that's good. They've kind of like they came full circle with the whole connection with her and that guy. So I'm like, okay, let's explore that. That's cool. I'm excited to see more of that.
With the feather leather jacket.
Yeah, the weird fur jacket, dude.
That's all I could focus on. Like, I know he's chiseled, and that was the whole thing. I was like, oh, stop looking at my abs. And I was like, I can't stop looking what the fuck is on your collar. What?
Right?
Like, is it fur? Is it found that, like, it was weird.
Right? Apparently that's,
like,
in the comics, that's what his
that's kind of
costume
what I
was like.
figured as much, because I was like, this looks dorky as fuck.
Right? I had to research, because I was like, what does he look like, or what's his, like, name in the comic books? And yeah, so I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
And then the ending of the episode, oh my god. Best. That was redeeming part of the whole, like, few episodes that have happened.
10 out of fucking 10. Oh my god. So, like, how did you get your superhero name? Oh, my parents were fucking. They were like, wow, I like your impulse. Ah! Fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
I also just, like, maybe, again, I missed it because it was shitty recording. Because there was the whole storm thing, and they're like, oh, it's Nora's fault. She goes, no, it's the other ones. But I was like, they never really explained how, what, where, and why.
Right?
Did I miss that?
No.
Like,
They
it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And then it just magically went away because they're like, let's make this woman real sad that she's going to be the only one alive ever. Let's just make her depressed. And then they all magically came together. And like I said, the recording skipped a bit and I just didn't feel like going back. I was like, Barry saved the day. Cool. They all kumbaya'd. All right. Cool. Cool.
And then we had a little bounce chicka wow at the end. And yeah, we're good.
Yar. I feel like that entire weird-ass plot was to be like, oh, are we ready for kids?
Yeah, but I feel like they would have
put so many metaphors to, like,
oh.
They're like, is this how we teach our children? Which, again, is still such a weird metaphor to me because they're all grown-ass adults. So it's weird that they're making, like, these, like, I get, like, I understand, but at the same time I don't. They're like, these are our children. We have to protect them, but they're all grown-ass adults.
But even then, too, like, the whole season with real Nora, like, excess Nora, that, I feel like that was the theme the entire time, was her coming, and they were, like, she arrived, and, you know, and they were taking care of her and trying to, you know, get to know her as a daughter and be a family. I thought that was the whole kind of driving force behind that season, was like, are we ready to be parents? Like, how do we, you know, nurture this connection with our daughter, and blah, 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 blah. So I feel like they already did that. It was just, yeah.
But now, the restraint and time and...
It still doesn't make sense.
I was just like, And again, the only time I got excited, I was like, oh, hey, the still force is the guy from Blind Spot. Fuck yeah. So, again, I was like, all right, back on board, baby.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, yeah, they're like, we're going to live in this house in the middle of nowhere and do stuff. So, I guess we're never seeing them again. So I was like,
yeah.
Okay. It felt...
To me, it seemed like those few episodes, because I know, like, obviously, the first few episodes of the season was, like, the carryover from last, because of COVID. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the whole Nora and, like, their actual kids coming into play was, like, the actual, like, storyline of this season, but they were like, hey, we need to, like, fill in a bit of stuff due to COVID, and, like, it was like they needed to fill in something and have, like, a mini storyline go on before they had that happen, either because of COVID or whatever writing or production issues there was. It just, that's what it felt like, because it was just such a, like, mini, like, subplot, almost.
I was just about to say, it feels like a weird condensed, because, like, that Family Matters Part 1 and 2 could have easily been, like, a finale of a season.
Yeah.
You know? Not a very good finale, mind you, but, like, that's the vibes I got. And again,
it was all very rushed.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Also, when is their 150th episode?
There's a few episodes still before that happens, as far as I know. Actually, well... I mean... Yeah. I'm trying to remember, because, like, on IMDb it shows the picture of, like, real Nora appearing, and it looks like it's, like, one of the last 2 episodes. I know. So, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know when it's going to be, so.
That was an official quote from Kendra Shapka. Let's lock it and load it.
I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen anything yet, but I saw, well, you think you would have seen the trailer already, but, like, I saw...
for the next episode.
The title for the next episode, and it made me really sad.
Fuck. I thought they said the end of the season.
No.
So, just rip out my testy heart and,
Yep.
Whatever. It's fine. I don't have emotions. It's all good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what I mean. Like, I know I said it last episode too, but I'm curious to know, as nervous as it makes me to say, how, like, if they're actually going to last to season 8. Because at this point, only based off of what I see on, like, the Facebook group and, like, those kinds of stuff, season 7's really, like, kind of, hurt the fans in a way. And a lot of them are like, there's a lot of negative feedback or mixed emotions about this season. So people, I think, are just kind of holding out hope right now.
I think they are, though, aren't they technically renewed for another season?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so, yeah, this won't be the last.
But but I guess because there's still so much, like, there's still so much more left of this season. If they don't redeem themselves, I don't know, I'm just speculating. If they don't redeem themselves, or if the rest of season 7 doesn't kind of, like, make up for that weird storyline that was going on that a lot of people didn't seem to be a fan of, I could see them maybe having to pull the plug at season 8 because no one's going to watch, right? Or maybe a small amount, like their ratings will drop, or their viewers will drop, right? I don't know. I'm just speculating.
We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a show that got renewed for another season, but never took it.
I feel like I saw 1 or 2 in the past where they were, like, confirmed for the next season, but then because they bombed on the last episode, they ended up pulling the plug on it just before they started production. Or they started production and then had to pull the plug on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see. But I think it's another week break.
Yes.
Although, on a more happier note, I think it was Mr. David, aka Diggle, posted about Superman and Lois. And I think he said it was either this or maybe last week's episode to tune in, because I hope that was a hint that was the one he was directing or maybe in.
Oh.
But I can't remember, because I know he has a big 5 or 4 story arc between all the shows. Superman, Lois, DC, Supergirl, and Batwoman.
I guess, if he does, that's exciting.
I can't remember I know he's directing on some of them. I don't know if he's directing on all of them.
He wasn't in last week's episode, so I haven't seen this week, so I'll check it out and see, but
for
you're
Superman
watching it too,
and Lois?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're only behind an episode.
Okay,
I guess technically 2.
He wasn't in last week's episode, so maybe this week.
But he did post something about it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just delusional. I'm just like, something to look forward to. Yes.
Excitement.
Right? So I'm excited for whatever that's gonna hold in, but
yeah, that's cool.
Maybe that'll fuck up Flash even more, because that has to be part of this. But
I didn't know he was gonna be actually in Superman and Lois, so that makes me excited.
I thought that's what it was. Now I can't even remember anymore.
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
He's either directing or maybe he's in X. Yeah, I thought he was supposed to be in all the DC current shows.
Well, because they kind of left his storyline open-ended with the whole green light mystery thing that he found.
Which I definitely got excited when I saw that plane fly by. I was like, but I think it was Dion. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like that now.
Right.
I was like, boo! I thought for sure, I was like, that's definitely green. Come on, Diggle, come on.
Come on, Diggle!
No. Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, well, you can only dream.
Either way, that's exciting.
Right? But, I guess moving off of the DC TV, or the Arrowverse Cinematic Universe, we watched the big one yesterday for Marvel.
Oh.
The Endgame.
Dun da da!
I don't know. I guess you saw I sent you on Snapchat, but when we watched Infinity War...
Yes. Yeah, you have to give me some context to that.
So, me and the fam jam, sitting down, watching Infinity War. I think that was last week we watched it. And in my defense, I should have started recording the second I knew the ending was coming. Because we definitely missed some good gold nuggets there as well.
Oh, okay.
But basically, when the credits started rolling, my mom's like, "Excuse me? That's it? What?" And then she was yelling at the TV, and then she was yelling at blaming my father, and even my brother said, he's like, Dad hasn't watched the film. Why? How's it his fault? And then she was talking about Joseph Brolin and how his stepmom is Barbra Streisand, I guess. Or that's his... Someone told me that was his real mom was Barbra Streisand, but whatever. And then that's when I asked, I was like, Mom, are you blaming Barbra Streisand for Infinity War? She's like, yes. I was like, okay.
Is that just because it ended with him, like, snapping his fingers and everybody disappeared?
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom was very cute. I even asked her, I was like, did you see that coming? She's like, no. She was, but I should have. And I was like,
nice.
And then promptly, because we had Ant-Man and the Wasp and then Captain Marvel, she was like, all right, let's watch them right now. We gotta get, she really wanted to get to Endgame. She's like, I need to figure out how they're gonna fix it. We need to watch this. She was very eager. But yeah, so we had a couple days break, and then we watched Ant-Man, Wasp, Captain Marvel, and then we watched the big one, Endgame.
Nice.
And it was a big deal because we bought potato chips. So
that's a big deal.
That was a big deal.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised you didn't skip the dish some Cineplex popcorn.
Right, just get some paprika. We have Boom Chicka Pop though, so we're good.
Oh, even better.
No, no like sponsors, but like, fuck, shit's good. Shit's fucking
it's good stuff.
But my mom was still upset because spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, Tony's dies.
Yeah.
So my mommy she was still not too pleased about it. And she was not happy.
Overall, did she enjoy it, or?
I think so. Like I said, she was pretty bitter. Although I think, I haven't asked her, but I'm pretty sure now Infinity War is her least favorite Marvel film.
Oh, really?
Like,
I liked it.
The reaction she gave at the end of, like, hatred reminded me a lot of Rogue One. So I was like, she probably does not like this one.
All right, well.
There you are. So tonight we have the last movie, Spider-Man Far From Home. And then we got the TV shows.
Nice.
Which I feel at this point, like, I think they're on board, so we're gonna sneak them in.
I'm curious, you'll have to let me know what she thinks of the Spider-Man Far From Home one, because I know there's like he has the homage to Tony Stark and everything, so hopefully maybe that'll help her kind of get through the whole grieving over him.
Probably not. Probably not. Didn't help anybody else. But
she can have a new person to hate, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, maybe that'll help her. I don't know.
We'll see.
But then it was funny because then my brother was asking, oh, well, what's the next coming film? So I was like kind of looking it up. And some of the dates were kind of off and wrong just because obviously with COVID and shifting of projects.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, so I'm like, so Black Widow's next. I thought it was just this coming month, June, but it's actually July. My bad.
Isn't Loki first?
It's for TV show, yeah. But I was more sticking to like the movies. Cause I don't know how much I could. Because I was like, oh yeah, we have this one. And I was like, oh yeah, then we have the 10 Rings one in September. Then we got the Eternals in November. And then what I'm really looking forward to is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Ooh.
Fucking pumped for that one. Supposedly December. And then I continued to list off all the next ones. My mom's like, that's a lot. And I was like, well, you're in it.
Myself into.
Yeah, we're like, you're in it, baby.
Yeah, you're already so deep. You're invested. You can't turn back now.
There's no turning back.
There's no way home. There's no way home.
Right? No way home. Although, what the fuck? Oh, at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the end credits scene where he goes into the quantum tunnel, to the quantum realm, and then Pym and Hope and them
disappear?
Yeah, part of the snap. My fucking dad, he's like, what's going on? My mom's like, did you not remember what just happened the night before? My dad's like, I'm like, my God, I just can't.
So, obviously, is your dad not as invested as your mom is, or?
My dad, he's my dad, I feel like fathers just, like, watch things. I don't think they retain things. Because, like I said, when my mom, like, when Anna Infinity War, she was trying to, like, figure it out. She's like, how are they going to do an ending? Dr. Strange said something about the time stone. Like, she's trying to, like, work it out. My dad's just like, I'm here to have a good time. Like,
see, my mom and dad are the opposite. My dad is trying to figure everything out and, like, tie everything together. My mom's like, anything to do with aliens? I'm out. Like... Yep.
Nada.
She's like, if there's weird creatures everywhere, I'm out.
But I think my dad enjoys them too. But like I said, it feels like my mom's the one like retaining everything, and my dad's just like, I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah.
But we will be done, and then
world's your oyster.
I know, like, what the fuck we're supposed to do with ourselves? My God.
Transformers.
Well, we were talking about doing Harry Potter, but that would be in November.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good one to start in November.
Mm-hmm. My brother's like, why November? I was like,
they usually have them on TV around, like, Christmas time anyway.
Right? I'm like, why not, bitch?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Get with the program. But, I don't know. I think maybe after we do this, like I said, we have the one last movie, we have the TV show, the 2 TV shows, and we'll probably take a little bit of a break, and then maybe we'll watch Loki together, because that will obviously be airing episodic, like, week per week. But who knows? Maybe we'll have to take a little break.
Yeah.
Of movie watching, and then maybe we'll come back to just watching, like, a movie a night of just, a random movie.
Yeah.
Give us some time to breathe.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot.
My mom and I watched, I don't know if you're a fan of Pink at all, but we watched Pink's documentary on Amazon Prime. And that was pretty good too, actually. She's, I gotta give her props. I'm not a super huge fan of her music. I enjoy her music, but I don't listen to it, like, avidly.
I'm just kidding.
But, I gotta give her props. Like, to see how she has to be a mom and a performer at the same time is, like, she balances it really, really well. You can tell, like, obviously it, like, gets to her sometimes, but she's pretty strong. She's able to, like, make time for her family and also do her performances. But then they showed this, like, one shot of, like, them testing, because she does the acrobatics on stage.
Yes.
Right? So they show, like, them testing out this one stunt that she does. So she's hooked up to the harness, and they launch her from the stage, like, across the audience over the stadium, and she's just kind of, like, flipping in the air, and then they, like, make her soar around the stadium. I'm like, that looks cool, because they had, like, a drone shot following her as she's, like, flying around.
Sexy.
I'm like, that looks cool and fun, but I'd be shitting my pants the entire time if that was me. I'd be like, don't drop me.
Please don't let me die.
Yeah.
What was my thought? Yeah, she started doing, like, Cirque du Soleil type stuff to her shows, I think. Don't quote me. Maybe as early as 2016. Maybe even earlier.
I think so, yeah.
So she's been doing that for a while.
She has, yeah. And I guess her inspiration was she went to a show where she was, like, looking at acrobats. She's been a gymnast, like, growing up and stuff like that. And so she's always kind of had that flexibility and that experience and everything. And she was watching an acrobat one time and thought that was so cool. And she wanted to try to incorporate that into singing. So she, like, talked to the acrobat, and the acrobat said, the difference between what you and I do is I use my diaphragm to, like, hold myself up and, like, do the stunts that I do, whereas you use your diaphragm to sing. And so Pink's like, all right, challenge accepted. So I guess, like, the two, I can't remember if she said if, like, the acrobat actually came to help her with it or if she had somebody else, but she basically, like, got on a thing of monkey bars, hung upside down, it would sing, and somebody would punch her in the gut so that she would, like, train, like, how to, like, hold up, like, use it properly.
All right, Pink, we don't need to calm the fuck down.
Right. She says, though, like, singing upside down for her is much easier than just, like, singing normally. So
yeah, I too just hang upside down,
right? Yeah, it was interesting though. It was a cool documentary.
Yeah, I saw. Misa saw, and I was like, oh, maybe. I definitely, just because she's incorporated her, like, acrobats, I would love to see a live show.
Oh, totally, yeah.
We're ever allowed to do those things again.
Yes.
Right? Because I think, that's been in her shows now for years, and I think that's really cool. To be fair, I don't go to a lot of concerts, but I feel like a good chunk are just, like, running around the stage, just kind of screaming into the mic. Which, again, I get. But, I think Pink trying to add that kind of extra element is just, I don't know, really cool. And, like, more engaging with the show. Yeah, especially because I think, gosh, when was the last concert I went to? Oh, yeah, 100 years ago. Yep, definitely 100 years ago. But, again, like, where we were sitting, like, they performed and stuff, and that's cool. But, like, they're always, like, this small. Depending on where you are. They're, like, this small. Yeah. So the fact that, it's like she'll swing across the audience or, like, have other performers on the stage just I don't know, keeps you more engaged, in my opinion. But again, I don't go to a lot of concerts, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've really stepped up their game, but, like, I don't know. I just haven't gone. Like, the only ones I can think of are just, like, little ones that stampede with little Coke stage, and everyone just like rushes on there. So
yeah. Well,
very
that's the
maybe
difference
limiting for
between
the
like a
artist.
music festival, I guess, and then like someone who's on tour who can kind of like
Yeah.
have the ability to really, you know, step it up and stuff like that. And I feel
Right.
like more now, like in the last maybe decade or so, even before then probably too, but like they've really like tried to raise the bar on like theatrics for people's concerts and stuff like that. Like Lady Gaga for sure, like hers was just like, you know, drop dead amazing. And like Kesha's was good. There was so much glitter. But yeah, they definitely tried to like step it up. Yeah.
Man, real life concerts.
I know, I'm so deprived of concerts. I never used to be a fan of concerts when I was younger, but like more now I've like started to appreciate going. It's just, I don't like going like when it's really, really loud and there's like too many people. It gets a little overwhelming for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I think... No, you go.
No, I'm done.
I was trying to remember. Oh, I think there was Mariana's Trench that was playing one time on the Coke stage. And again, for those of you who don't know, it's a very small stage, and like the area is very small. And I remember it was a mosh pit. There had to be easily like 300 people just like in a very small space. And I just remember these girls behind us were trying to shove us because they wanted to get forward, and I just kind of pushed back because I was like, there's nowhere for me to go.
Yeah.
I'm already on top of another person. Like, I don't know, like, pushing me forward's not gonna solve it. Like, I don't know.
I know.
Fucking slither through like a snake or some bullshit. Like,
right?
Pushing me forward, like, I don't know, you're just condensing people then more. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what their plan was. Yeah. I also watched one where someone threw, like, a Coke bottle at people, and then, like, they, like, deliberately, like, shook it up and just chucked it at someone and exploded. Everyone got wet. And I was like, I don't like this. Maybe I'm just a boring person, but I'm just like, if you're gonna throw a fucking Coke bottle at my head, like, fuck you. Like,
This was the people on stage did this, or someone in the audience?
No, someone in the audience.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No. It was somebody in the crowd.
Yeah, that's the only thing with like Katie's and Stampede is you're taking your life in your own hands with some of the concerts there, because there's some interesting people who'd attend those. Yeah, but we are.
I think that will do it for today's episode.
All right.
Hope you all had a great day. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast. There isn't a magical way to let us know in those comments down below. You could also give this video a lovely like. And do you know what would be the bestest of all? If you subscribed. I don't know why I did a baby voice, but I did. And we gotta love the choices we make. But anyways, have a happy Tuesday. Have a happy rest of your week. And watch all the content. And yeah, we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Bye, Cinema Peeps.
Bye-bye. Monkey. And...